So we got a little breeding activity going on. Let's talk about that and some other stuff. So I'll preface this by saying that this 75-gallon tank with mixed cichlids has been a very peaceful tank for quite some time. And it predominantly is populated by the Geophagus tapajos, about 5 of them, and 3 bandit cichlids, 1 angelfish, and a green severum, which is a younger green severum, but he's starting to get some size. But anyway, the aggression in this tank has been good for quite some time. And right here I'm pointing to the eggs. They're kind of hard to see, but the moral of that story is, in recent days, I've started to notice some aggression out of these bandit cichlids, particularly toward the tapajos, occasionally toward the green severum, which is typically sort of the fish in the tank that nobody messes with. So I was wondering what was going on, and then in the last few days I've particularly noticed that these 2 bandit cichlids that are in front of the rock for most of this video had probably paired off and were going to start initiating some breeding activity, which they have since done. So today I came down and I noticed that she had been laying on the rocks, and in this video she will occasionally come over and start laying on the rock while the male guards the front of the rock. So that obviously is the source of the aggression that we're seeing in the tank right now. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do right now. I think I'm just going to let it play out and see what happens, since no one seems to be getting hurt in any way. If the tapajos were getting tore up because they're one of my favorite fish, I would probably think about doing something to mediate the situation. But since no one seems to be getting hurt, I think I'm just going to let it happen, and then see what happens with the eggs, if they can actually raise them up, or if we get wigglers, and maybe think about removing them if that does happen. But we'll just have to see if it does happen. So you can see that the bandit cichlid's even backing off the big tapajo here, the dominant tapajo, which next to the green severum is definitely the biggest fish in the tank. So these little guys are holding their own against some bigger fish. Now granted, the tapajos aren't super tough or anything, but so this is kind of what I had noticed, and it was a bit odd, being that this tank is generally pretty peaceful. The tapajos have their own thing. They kind of bicker with each other, but that's sort of their natural hierarchy being established as they mature and get bigger. The big tapajo in here is most likely full grown, and there's a couple of other ones that are getting there, but there's definitely some smaller one, or a couple of smaller ones, but they're all starting to fill out. So we'll see what happens here. My once peaceful cichlid tank is now a little bit of a mess, but hopefully at the end it'll be all right. But if these 2 keep breeding, I don't know what I'm going to do. So we'll see. So as far as the saltwater tank goes, I just wanted to quickly share that I got some sort of storm cloud in here now, and he's gorgeous and doing okay so far. And I've got some chromis hiding around in here. There's one there, one over there. There'll be more out and about when I get some more. But anyway, cool clown. See you all later. Bye.